Hello there, I am Man in Yellow and welcome back to the Road to Summer of Warfears for Arena. I just did a bunch more of the challenge stuff, so I will be able to get a tier pack after the next match. Also, I didn't notice they actually surrendered once during this, or I forgot about that, so I'm actually going to hit tier cap after just one match, but I'll probably still do 2 games here. Just so that the video isn't super short. Level 11. I still think I do Gravedigger opener here. There isn't really much else that makes sense. And I think I'm supposed to just take this point. If they want to go on my stim pad, then that's just life. I just have to find a way to deal with that then. Which would probably just be like, set up a kill on it on the turn after. Take some damage on my heart. What can you do? Type thing. But they actually didn't go up here. That's good for me. The only problem with this play is that I'm not threatening them away from taking that point. Which I think I might want to do. Which means I should do this instead. Gonna swap these two around also. Then we can go snappy instead of the bow mangles here. Really? I assume they put a lot of power out now then. Or they're just snowballing me on top. Okay. I think I might kill the snowball instead actually. Of the murder wing. If they do this. But now I can't kill the snowball. I think they shouldn't go in here. I wouldn't if I were them. This shovel. They might not know this, but there's still a turn more until that can be used. I don't know if they are not aware of the balance update. That might be it. Should I still just defend this point down here? Maybe I should. Can I actually defend it like this maybe? And then we move this one up. Is that worth it? Maybe I just keep this down here then. They can't really do much with that right now, so it's still the same situation as before. Except now I have a snappy backing up my phobies. What? That definitely would not be a correct move. The boom. Which is interesting. It zones me a little bit, I guess. But also, don't I just do this? And this, and then sit here with this. So that's not that good, I don't think. Fly in here with a murder wing, maybe. Maybe I fly up to the top with a murder wing, actually. They brought a lot of like weird phobies here. They can definitely still kill this though if I do this. If they just all in it. But they would lose the snowball in return. So that's likely worth it. And they wouldn't be able to kill this one key. Maybe they can do it even without those though. There's likely something they can summon here to get a kill on this in a good way. Or they can just move this forward. That isn't worth it, is it? Maybe it is. But now killing this is a lot harder. 620 is pretty easy for them, I guess. Yeah, you just use this and jar cannon. I think I mispositioned. It was better to have the murder wing down here. But now we're just gonna play to hold the points. Oh, they'd rather Gravedigger and probably like Wiggy. Oh, maybe they don't have Wiggy. So they're forced to Maggie and do a jar cannon up here. Murderwing is very damaged now, so it's not really worth as much. But it's still fine for now. They don't have the damage to kill this, right? In any way. Is that enough, actually? It's 37. Yeah, it is. So my thing cannot actually even go there. It means it just has to sit here. This has to stay there. That's fine. Actually, it's not fine. This wants to move down. I think this has to move down here. But then I'm not defending the top point, right? That can't be correct. Which means I'm just giving up the bottom point. Maybe the Gesundheit should be down here. Actually. Should probably be sitting down here. I still get a hit on them if they take the bottom point though. I should definitely have my Gesundheit down here right now. Just to threaten this. We get a poke hit here, which is nice though. Then we move this down like it should have been. This has to move like somewhere else, like here even. Very far back. Have a bachelor with it. Okay, I'm just checking that doesn't one-hit my bachelor. If they kill with both of these, that's fine, right? Yeah. Murderwing should actually be here. No, it shouldn't. Should I go bachelor? I should, I think. I misplayed quite a bit this match, so I'm probably not able to win. 13s and 12s, a couple of 11s. Oh, these 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is their numbers right now, actually. Didn't even notice it was lined up like that. Okay, now they can kill the Murderwing if they go up here. But the idea here is that I move the bow up. And I also have this sit here. So if they do go in to do that, they will lose a phobia. It's actually bad to take the point this turn, isn't it? It's better to do it this way. The Bachelor should sit somewhere else then. Bachelor should be up behind the Murderwing. They have 9 keys to spend here though, so maybe I should sacrifice the Bachelor. Just so that I could go for a large phobia too. But I can do that in response to that big phobia. Assuming they go for a big Phobie. They could also go for something mid-range or even a 1-key, depending on what they want to do. They didn't go for anything, which I find interesting. Right here. I mean, I can move forward. I just get poked by the jar cannon for free if I do. So I'm not going to do that. For now. They just kill it and run back to heal. But I still have the point, which is the idea here. What Phobie do I want against them? Gator? Sounds pretty funny. I could go high five. And see what they do. Move this here, here. Move this here, here. High five. This behind, this in here. Somewhere. No, this would have no good point to stand on if I do that. Maybe I just do that anyway, though. Try and kill them. I actually don't hate that idea. Now that I look at it. We just all in them. Straight up. Of course, I have to remember summoning the actual high five when I do this. And keep this all the way back here. That way it can hopefully strike the enemy Murderwing. Maybe it should actually just be one further forward, but then it just dies for free. I can't do that. Should maybe even just sit here, so they can fly up and hit their Stimpad unit. That might have been the better play. Could also be that I should have waited a turn. I'm not sure. The hope is that I can get the high five on the Stimpad. That's basically my win condition right now. I don't care if they kill the Snappy at all. Or even the Bowmangles. As long as this gets on the Stimpad, I think I can win. That's all that matters right now. Honestly, even standing in front of the Stimpad is good enough, as long as I can control the Stimpad. Yeti. Never mind, I'm getting frozen if I try and do that. Or am I? Can I block them with my bow, maybe? Maybe there isn't a good way of blocking them with bow. But also, don't I just take the points and hit them without getting frozen? I think I just do something like this, actually. And I don't move in with the high five this turn. They can't freeze me if I do this. Oh, the Murderwing is in a bad spot here. It's kind of to be expected. What do I do with this 0 health Murderwing? Just put it here, in case the bow dies. I don't actually need to hit them with the high five this turn, or this next turn. I just need them to be forced to be like in a very awkward position. And then we can kill the Yeti somehow. Or we just set it up so that we can deal with the Yeti. Freezing that is definitely not good enough. They want to freeze the high five or they just lose. Which means they just lose now. I think they had a play here where they blocked me and killed the Bowmangles, and that would have left them able to win the game. However, now I just do this, right? And it's game over. Do it this way to get maximum healing. It's game over because the high five just hits them next turn and they can't freeze me. And it ends the game. They definitely had a play there that won them the game, I think. Where they lock me out and they take a point somewhere. It wouldn't necessarily like instantly win them the game. I think I would maybe still have a chance. Can go back and look at it. I think there was a play where they walked up, killed the Bomangles, and blocked my high five from reaching their heart, which would leave them able to freeze my high five on the following turn. The only problem with that play is that I would still have all of the points, so maybe they would just die to heart damage. Muffin Top coming in here just to say hi. That worked out better than I expected, to be honest. The high five. It could totally have gotten frozen there, though. I can just quickly look at that turn again from their point of view. Please let us scroll through turns and replays. I have to like click a million times here just to make it go forward. This was the turn I talked about, right? So they can definitely kill the Bomangles here. Can they kill anything else though? No. But then I wouldn't be able to kill this, right? So they walk forward. They kill the Bomangles with this on the stim pad, I think. Right? This on the stim pad, double hit here. Move in with this, hit here. Move this in. No. They have to block with the Yeti. So then it becomes... Let's see, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Bursts here. I guess there was no way where they killed both of these, because for some reason the shovel went down here before. But they could have killed this, left this with a little bit of health, blocked my high five from going in. No, then I would kill that Yeti. There was no way for them to win the game there, I don't think. Actually. Unless maybe they can block my Yeti with the Murder Wing. There might have been a very niche way where they could have frozen my high five, I think, but I don't know if it would have led to a win. They went for 0 turrets that game, by the way, which is why they lost, I think. Okay, we don't need any more hard rushing phobies, please. Can I get a good 2-key, like a good generic 2-key instead, please? What is this? I might actually use this, by the way, just because my 2-key pool is that useless right now. Like, I might use that for not even hard rushing. Because look at my other 2 keys. At least this has health. Like, it has a little bit of health. Not a lot of health. Okay, 9,000 is much better, but like, I might have to use this anyway. Just because I have that little 2 keys that are usable. Maybe it will pop off in like a hard rush map. Could happen. There were a lot of other 2 keys I would have rather seen there though. And other phobies, but at least it's a new phobie. I would much rather have had... What would be the full list of things I'd rather have just from 2 keys? Soggy, Wiggy... Honestly, probably even Maggie would be better. Finnegan would definitely be better. Unicorn would be much better. Creep and Cassowary would be much better. K9000 would be much better. Huffy would be better. Maybe Bloat would even be better. Okay, this is a Murder Wing opener. Do I still just go Gravedigger? I don't have a Henrietta. Normally I would want to creep here, but I don't have that either. I think I might Ginsting turn 1 here actually. No, that can't kill this, right? No, it can't. It can't be Ginsting. Murdering to the top is really weird. It's just Gravedigger. Even though I don't like it, it's just Gravedigger and give the top point. There's nothing I can do about that. Guess I can play sheep, and that would prevent them from taking it. Could also put my Murdering up here and spawn a 1 key, but that's such a bad play. So I don't like that. I'll just give them a free capture and I'll take the bottom point here. Should I start with Snappy or should I send in a bow? I think bow is actually a better pick here. Has a bit more damage, which makes it scarier for the Murderwing. And that's a relevant thing right now. And now what do I want? Ginsting? Maybe? Could just do this. And play slow. Right. They go down here and hit me, maybe. Maybe I don't play slow like that. Maybe it's a 1 key angle. Or just Murdering in here. This could also be fine. If I had a cassowary, I would be playing that right now. But again, I do not. I'll just put a Ginsting in. It's fine to have a 2 movement, 2 range phobia here. Then we can figure out what we want more than this later. Go for a Bachelor next turn, maybe. Yep, that's what I'm planning on doing to destroy that block so I can move around better. We have very similar game plans right now. It would appear. Goon. Okay. That is a bit of a strong fighter for right now. I mean, he's always a strong fighter. It's not just for not right now. That phobia is very, very good. It's only level 3 at least. Could be much worse. Means I move the bow out here, I think. I can't stay down here. That trade is... Is that trade unfavorable? It is if they go in with the stab at the same time, then I have to double move away. So the bow just goes up towards here. This sits here. Does it? Maybe it sits here. And then we snappy. Or is snappy not the best pick? Maybe it's actually a sheep. Sheep seems somewhat scary if I do this. For them. There's no good angles here, right? Maybe this is actually not supposed to be here either. But it has to be to defend this. And if they go in, at least they are in sheep range. So, it's fine. Maybe they don't have muffin top and then it's actually scary for the stabby. I was kind of expecting this, for them to just move it up there. I don't know if they will actually do that though. I think they maybe should do that, to be honest. I don't think they should do that though. If I have a snowball, they instantly lose the game from that play. I mean, they don't instantly lose because they have a cassowary behind, but it's still pretty bad to have their stabby killed by a snowball if that happens. Can I still kill this, actually? I mean, it's a bad trade to do, so I shouldn't even try. That would be a bad idea. We should just hit it with this. Call it a day. Let's remove this one up here. Why did I put my gravedigger all the way up there? That definitely doesn't make any sense. We hit with this. This can't go and hit because it would be unsafe to do so. So it goes up here. This moves over here. Then what do I move behind? This maybe? Gravedigger is a bit awkward because it gives them a good goon right now, but what can you do? At least this is safe. They can't kill it. And I can always go back and heal if I need to. Really, they're just going in? That wouldn't be very good. They would lose a lot of health on it. What? Why is there a block here? I do not know why there is a block there. Truth be told. You can't goon off blocks. You can't do any line attack on blocks. Because that would be very broken if you could. You would just stand like at the other end of the map and hit line attacks on the opponent's heart and phobies. That would be a little bit unfun, I'd imagine. This is actually still safe, right? Is this... No, it's not. It could die, right? 5, 10, 15. Yes, it could. So it can't be the panic point phobia. We're destroying this block for sure. But do I want it down here, actually? Because I want to start moving my bow up towards a better place to be, which is called the healing spa. Something like this. No, we can't move this away from there that way. We can do this though. Then the goon will just AoE me. And here it dies. Protecting this panic point is impossible right now, I think, because of the fast phobies they have. Although maybe I should have just positioned slightly more aggressively so that if they went for a kill on the Jin Sting, I would win the game. I could have also tried doing that, because now this is pretty bad for me, obviously. That can't be there. That can die. I mean, maybe it can be there and they just let it die. But also, I get to kill it at least. I'm forced to go in here. There is no way around it. We are just gonna let this Jin Sting go bye-bye. I think it will always go bye-bye in this situation. And then this just sits here, right? Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Oh no, that's bad actually. Do I have to send my guy away? Might actually be Bomangles dying here instead. Now that I look at it a little bit more. This is likely a better lineup, because the goon only gets to do the line attack, it doesn't get an extra melee attack in. These two should maybe be swapped. They should definitely be swapped, actually. Shouldn't matter too much. Okay, now they're going all in. I'm guessing they're summoning a 7 key also. But this is fine, they can only kill one thing. So I'm good with this. Actually, can't they kill 2 things? Yeah, I think they could have killed 2 things, right? They just have to not go down here with the Gravedigger. They should have killed my Ginsting here. That's a mistake from them, which is good. Because then maybe I can win. What 7 key are they summoning? It's gotta be something huge right here. Yep, it's a Gator. That is not what I expected. Fish Tank. That is also not what I expected. But I did plan on putting a melee phobie here, so I guess it works out for them. A little bit. Let's use the line attack. I really wanted to kill this cassowary, but I guess there's no way. Or is there? Is there a Klepto way, maybe? Likely no. Like this? Ugh. Can't even kill that then. That definitely isn't happening. We're just doing this, I think. This still has the jump, so I'm just not gonna... Oh no, it doesn't have the jump. I thought it had the jump. Which is what I played around here. Anyway, this is erratic time. For sure. We defend with this down here. The only bad thing now is they can go directly on top of my heart. Which is scary. They probably just put the goon on my heart and I lose. What? Oh, they still put it on my heart. I was about to say this one wasn't the one I was expecting to go on the heart, but they just blocked me with the goon here. I lose the game, right? Because this just hits me for 1 trillion damage. Oh, actually, they don't even need to. I can't kill it. My Gravedigger should have been up here. That's a mistake from me. But I think I lose that anyway, right? I can't defend the heart and also kill the phobies. 1100. Yeah, I'm just dead. This has to go up and sit next to it. Okay, now I can't live. It's always dead if they move in with the goon, I always lose. Which they didn't, at least. But I think I always lose anyway here. Because this has to sit there. Maybe it doesn't. Can I kill this without doing that? Oh, I can. And then we have to do this. Is this even enough that I can kill it next turn? Assuming everything lives. I don't know if it is. It's my best spot here. Maybe I could have defended the heart a little bit better. But I think I'm just dead. Yeah, they just line attack me and I die. Boom. Let me look at that turn to see if I could have lived by doing something different. I feel like I could have helped I could have helped the stim pad. That's my bad for not thinking about hard rushing. Goon is so hard to play against though. That phobia is just good at all ranks. Let's see here. Also, they should definitely have gone Gator. I think I could have won that game because they went Fish Tank, but I just didn't. Yeah, on this turn, you could definitely have done this in a better way. Double hit here. I didn't even need to go down with the Gravedigger. The Gravedigger could have protected this point. That was very stupid of me, actually. Double hit here, but then I wouldn't have the point though. And I would take 700 damage instead. That would also be very hard to defend. Is there any more aggressive path that I could have gone for? The Klepto obviously wouldn't work out, as we saw. I spent too much time thinking about that. Say I walk up here and hit. And I hit here. Move this back here. No, I need to double hit here. I wonder if there's a way that I could have killed the cassowary, but I don't think there is a good way of doing that, unfortunately. Again, if I had Inoculus, there would have been, but having Inoculus would be a bit of a cheat code for a lot of these matches, still, even after the nerf, just because people go very close to my vault. Was there ever a play here where I killed this, moved this here, and hit here, and hit here? I don't think I have enough damage, right? From anything. Because the sheep is too far back. On the previous turn, I should have, like I talked about, had the sheep down here and had the gravedigger up here, I think. Because the sheep is so much more threatening with the AoE. Maybe I should have even gone for something different. There's a lot of things I could have done better. They could have also done way better on this turn, though, where they moved the gravedigger down here. They could have killed both of these, which I think would have lost me the game instantly. And they just killed both of those and went aggressive. Either way, they played it fairly well. And I also just, like, screwed up. Like, why do I not have something on my stim pad right now to protect it? That's just stupid. Anyways, though, that was a decent couple games. We got a new phobie, but not really one that I super wanted, I guess. So whatever on that part, but either way, I will end this episode here because otherwise it will be too long, and I already did one with 3 matches today. So I will see you guys in the next video, and bye.